So hey guys, this morning I'm heading back up to Tennessee. I've got two 944s that I'm working on. It's about a 3-hour drive, and one I'm going to be changing the belts on, while the other I'm going to be extracting a reference sensor. Alright guys, as I mentioned, I'm going to be working on two 944s. This one here is an 85-1, so it has the early dash and cookie cutters. What I'm going to be doing to this one is changing the belts. And then way down the hill here, there are two more 944s. And the one on the right is the race car that I worked on, and this one here is an 85 too. So this one has the later dash, and the problem with it is I've got to replace the reference sensors. So I'll give you a quick tour of this car. So the first thing I'm going to do is try and remove the speed and reference sensor bracket on there. I believe the sensors are stuck in that bracket, and if I can't get them out, then I brought along a spare bracket just in case. So here's the speed and reference sensor bracket, and you can see they tried to remove the reference sensor without much luck. And since I'm not at the shop, it's pretty limited what I can do out here, and I was planning on just replacing the bracket altogether, but it looks like one of the bolts is stripped, and there's not a lot that I can do here except try and extract that reference sensor and hope for the best. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to go any further with this bracket today. That sensor is stuck way down in there, and the only option is to swap out the brackets, but unfortunately that bolt up top is rounded out, and to be able to get it out, it's going to require removing the intake and tools that I just don't have here in the field. So anyway, this is going to have to wait for another day. I did what I could, but I really need to get started on those belts. I was planning on doing that first, but I just wanted to see if I could knock that out right quick, and I couldn't. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to this car here and start getting the belts off, and hopefully it won't take me very long to get these changed. Alright, I got the new belts on. As far as I understand, he didn't have any history with this car, so we just wanted to change the belts today. The rollers look to be in pretty good shape, and I'm going to be fixing a front main seal leak here before long anyway, and then we'll worry about doing all that. But for now, I just wanted to get some new belts on there, and I'm going to get the covers on now, and we'll fire it up. So alright, I got the belts on, and I'm getting ready to fire it up. Turns out that this car has a huge vacuum leak under the intake, and I'm plugging it with my thumb now. Can you turn the throttle? So with it plugged, the engine runs good, but as soon as I let this go, and you see the engine wants to die, it wants to backfire and spit. I'll go ahead and turn it off. Sorry guys, I'd never seen this car run until I started it up, and it turns out there is a gigantic rip in the hose that runs from the AAV to under the intake there, and I'm gonna have to get up here one day and take the intake off and replace that hose. So for now, I told them not to drive the car until I can get around to that. All right, guys, you may remember this race car. Just gonna try and start it up for you. Well, anyway, guys, I was hoping to take this car on a test drive, but I don't want to drive it with a huge vacuum leak, and I have to come back with the parts. And again, I was really hoping to try and drive that silver car as well, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. So hey guys, this morning I'm heading back up to Tennessee where I'll be replacing the vacuum lines on that red 944. Alright, since the last time I was here, he was able to sell the race car and that silver 944. So here's the car I'm going to be working on this morning, and I thought before I got started we'd walk over here and check out this GT40 kit car he just picked up. Alright guys, I'm going to get started here. I need to remove this strut bar, and then I need to get the injectors out of the way so that way I can take the intake off and get in there and replace that hose. Alright, I got the intake off now, and you can see our vacuum leak here. It's this line here which has a giant hole in it. So I'm going to be replacing it with these lines here. I got the old hose out now, and you can see just how bad it looks. So I tried to tape this up just so that way you could drive the car before, but tape won't stick to that since it's so oily. But anyway, we've got it fixed now. I'll take you over here and show you the new hoses that are installed now. I didn't bother removing all this aluminum foil here because it seems to be working, and it's such a pain to try and pull it all off, so I'm just going to leave it. Alright, so I was getting ready to put the intake back on when I noticed there was some duct tape on this hose that runs from the air oil separator to the J-boot. So I thought I'd remove it and have a look at this hose. I didn't bring an extra one of these because I didn't really think about it, but it was all cracked up and there was a vacuum leak here. So I thought I'd trim it back a little bit and just see if I could make it work. But the more I trimmed, the more it started splitting and it cracked up even more. So I even pulled it off down here and found that it was just as bad down here. So I went to O'Reilly's just to see if they had a new hose that was a similar shape, and they did. So I found one that has very similar curves and everything. So I think it's going to work perfect. Alright, I've got the new hose on now, and as I mentioned, this is just a trimmed down pre-molded hose from O'Reilly's, and here's a comparison between it and the original part. Alright, we got it all back together now, and he's getting ready to fire it up. pretty good. So here's the interior of this car. So alright guys, now that we have those vacuum lines changed, it's driving so much better now, which is kind of amazing because I really expected to find more wrong with this car, but it seems to drive so much better now. So anyway guys, that's just about going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to stay up to date with some of the projects working around the shop, be sure to check the link below for our Facebook page. And I also want to thank everyone who supports this channel on Patreon, since these videos would not be possible without you. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.